Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. I just did about 15 minutes of recording, then realised my microphone wasn't working, so I've wound it back so we can pick this up again. Right, I'll do a very quick summary of where we are at the moment. We are at war with the Chosen, who are over here. We have mostly pushed them out of this section, pushing them back through their wormhole. We have two fleet bits over here that are just doing a little bit of repairing before they're going to come down and munch through Novirch, taking that back from the Chosen. We have two fleets up here that are doing much the same within the Chosen's actual home little isolated pocket galaxy. And we need to queue up a whole bunch of new armies because they're going to need a lot of reinforcements. So let's go ahead and do that very quickly. We're going to want clone Cervantes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is going to be at every single place that we can get them. Clone Cervantes. There we go. And the reason we're going for clone Cervantes is it's going to kind of reduce the amount of potential devastation that goes on. If I mouse over, the clone armies get produced 3 times faster than the regular armies. Cervantes are the strongest that we have in terms of damage output, but collateral damage goes up to 125%, so it's not too bad. So that's 10 from there, then we're going to need 10 from here. We're not going to go for like the xenomorph armies that'll do 500% collateral damage, way too much. And then we will go for Endaron. Great. So that's a whole bunch of armies being produced. They're going to sort themselves out. We do have some armies that are about to jump up into this area. But we'll wait for them to land before we decide what's going on with them. Our station is currently fighting void worms, so that will resolve itself in just a second. But let's see if we can do... Yes, we can. We're going to go for harmonic isolation, give us a bit of extra shield damage. And that's it for the immediate summary. We've got an invasion that's about to happen that should be pretty straightforward. I don't think we're going to end up keeping that planet. I think it'll end up reverting back to... the Gimux Imperium owned this place. But at least we'll have helped out by kicking the Chosen out of the area. Let's unpause and let
planetary invasion begun.
Let the combats go on. So the Void Worm has been destroyed. Great. This place is going to repair itself. We can ignore that. Ignore the hostile fleets because that's just one of our cloaked science ships elsewhere. And yeah, planetary invasion should go quite well. We are colonizing one of our habitats as well. There's some devastation on planets from various storms. Not much we can do about that. Just hoping the storms
Aggressor
pass.
colony emancipated.
Great. Colony is done. Now, transport fleet, you're going to come over to AWOC. Other transport fleet, that's where it jumped in. You're going to come down to AWOC, and that's going to prepare for us to take Novirch. You guys are repairing quite nicely. You're nearly done. You're done. So, longest mile, you can start the assault. And ready shield, you're almost there.
Battling aggressor station.
Oh, cool. Our second front is just going up against the tiniest little station. This should be very quick. Yep, the planet that we took has reverted to the Gimux Imperium. That's exactly what I expected would happen. So it's not a big deal. Kusaki is ours. Let's go and plonk ourselves at the next transition through. If we were to come through and try and take the colonies over here, some of them we'll be able to take relatively quickly, just because of the lack of garrisons. But some of them are going to have a lot of combat needed. 2,676 is a lot of defensive garrisons. So that'll end up being a big old fight, which is why we're producing so many invasion armies. Right, that's enough for over here. That's going to take a few days for you to get in position. How are we doing with our repairs? It doesn't look like you're actively repairing. Because the ship is building the Genesis arc. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well. The question is, are the cruisers fine enough? Yeah, they're fine enough. Let's push on through. We'll lend assistance where we can. The Genesis arcs are coming over to colonize these places. That's going to give us new colonies, new species that we can uplift, more unity, all that jazz. And at the moment, the Senate is in session, voting to enact our veto power. Looks like everyone's supporting it. This is good. One step further for us getting even more power. Yeah, when you go through, just go to there for now. Let's see how our fleets are doing over here. Are you guys ready to go through? You're at least together, so that's ready enough. Come through, tear them a new hole. More cloaked fleets in our area. I do not like that. You're nearly done with that. Afterwards, go and get some mining stations built up here. In the meantime, we'll get our next armies ready to transport themselves. They are producing them quite quickly. And it might be worth us assigning a commander to them. But we'll see how that all goes. You've got plans for what you're doing, that's good. This system is currently unclaimed. Right, back to what we were doing. The war!
Handshake protocols activated.
No. Definitely not going to do that. We get 0, they get lots. That's just not a good plan.
New frontiers established.
Okay. Our research station has finished being colonized, which means we can actually build various districts and things. That's cool. There is still a maximum number of districts that we can have on the entire place. And 2 of them are already taken up by habitation. So I guess we're going to go for research districts. Let's at least get one. It in theory, it looks like there can be a lot, but obviously we're going to need to do something with the habitat to be able to make it hold more. I just wonder what we can do to expand its capacity. Now, with the extra building slots, can we do things like the autocathon monuments? Yes, we can. All right. Which means we can also do the pop assembly clone vats. So standard colony practice, just we don't have anyone to uplift here. Right, back to the war.
Battling aggressor station. System survey complete. Construction complete.
All nicely done. Get yourself ready over here. We haven't lost anyone. We're still in good condition. Lost a few shields, but that's going to come back shortly. Right, the Mestra system. You finished surveying that. You've got another one lined up. You're good for now. Let's check the other war. How big is that station? It's big-ish. With the two of these heading in together, though, it's not going to be a problem for us. I like that their construction ship is just fleeing. One more system becomes ours. So the question is, do we take the side systems first? Or do we go straight for their fleet and be like, hey, you guys are in so much trouble? I think we'll probably go for the side ones, because that'll reduce their resources. We did take a little bit of a scuffing, but really not much. Back to the main war. Sorry, the other front. I do think the Chosen will probably start retaliating. Get in and take them out.
System survey complete.
The fleet is moving. Maybe we just go straight for it, actually. Yeah. Pivot and take the fleet. Do you have more places to go? Yes, you do. And after that, we'll figure out what to do with you. Probably we'll come over here and do some surveying in this neck of the woods. Okay, back. Who is going to be the first into combat? It's going to be you guys, isn't it? Because if we hit them before they've had a chance to repair properly, it will be so much better for us. The first stage of our quantum catapult is now complete. A precise arrangement of torsion lenses gained from the star. Awesome. I guess this is the other quantum catapult that we got, because we do technically have 2 quantum catapults. Having
Battling
taken
aggressor
one
station.
from the enemy.
Building a new home.
They are
found.
doing their best to jump away, but hopefully we're going to be stopping that. Right. Planet of the the surface of the planet appears to be heavily pockmarked, which is not usual. Go ahead and investigate that, Borin.
Building a new home.
Right, with this place taken, we want to land and invade. There we go. Land armies. It's the only place in this system, so we can send you guys for repair. Not that you really need it, but we'll be able to take that without any real trouble. Which means any new fleets that come through, we can transport quite nicely. Let's merge these guys together. Any new fleets that come in, we can position ready to go in through the wormhole. And speaking of new fleets coming in, let's get them all lined up ready. So back to the other wall. Oh, right, we have a construction ship who is now at a bit of a loss. What can we do with you? There's nothing else directly in this area. We could maybe send you through the wormhole. We've already got someone taking care of that. We can't build any more arc furnaces until we've got like mega construction engineering projects. Or we resume like regular expansion, which would be fine. Yeah. Go get a starbase built over here. They did lose a few ships, but not many in this place.
Battle commenced. System survey complete.
Ooh. The Shujin Collective have built a gateway. That's interesting. The insular system has been fully surveyed, which means you've got nothing to do right now. Come survey this system next. Delotia has been done. You do have other things to do, so you're busy doing that. This is a harder combat.
Station under attack.
But we were successful. And did we lose anyone? We lost 2 destroyers. So we're going to want to repair those. But they lost so many ships in that. Partly because I think they had nowhere to run. I think we just push on directly. Let's get those ships being replaced. And if I resume over here, you're probably worth us bringing up. let's catapult you to here. Yeah, that's reasonable. And we'll bring you through. You guys are repairing. You are done, so we can actually bring you up in anticipation. 716 army power. And looking good for it. Passing Cosmic Storm has left more than mere devastation. On Pathar, it's created an entirely new geographical feature. So lingering atmospheric disturbances on Pathar. We don't like that. More red crystals. The trouble will vanish. We do have some devastation problems. Let's get another city district just so that the population isn't overcrowded. And we could maybe do the same on the home world. Given there's fewer jobs... Ooh, actually, let's upgrade the Storm Repulsion Center. That'll potentially help with the devastation. Maybe a Storm Relief Center? It's not really going to help with the devastation. And I think we can only have one repulsion center per planet. We'll get an additional mining district. It'll help immediately, but not like really in the long term. We've also got a hell of a lot of resources coming in. Can't get any more generator districts, so let's get some mining districts there. And yeah, we'll sell some of our resources, build up that trade surplus stockpile. Relay links forged. It's done. Today we present the galaxy with one of our grandest accomplishments yet. The joining of our hyper relay network with that of our friends, the Royal Pious Alliance. Lavish ceremonies have been held throughout the Savantian Coalition, unanimously heralding this proud new link we share. It's said that, for the moment, all petty jealousies have been forgotten, all apathies and indifferences cast aside. Blended with this sense of pride and ambition is a shared confidence in the days to come. Working side by side, we've torn down a barrier we once thought insurmountable, ushering in a new age of mutual prosperity and friendship. Well, that's kind of cool. I didn't know there was specific
Research complete.
recognition for things like that. Let's clear some of these out. Can we do anything with our minor artifacts at the moment? It's really not... Oh, we can reverse engineer some arcane technology, and that's given us a new research option, thermodynamic yield control. We need to pick a new physics research. We're now into the repeatable things. So shield hit points and energy weapons damage are going to be the most useful out of those. We don't really want sapient combat AI, but even that's going to take us a good year to push through. Right. Apocalypse Past. This is the pockmarked planet. Fuv-2 was once home to a race of reasonably intelligent beings who destroyed themselves when they were seemingly only decades away from spaceflight. This happens a lot. The planet's recovered from what must have been immense acts of senseless destruction, but it still bears visible scars. One of the few remaining ruins holds a reasonably well-preserved stone monolith inscribed with a message, quickly decoded by Boren. It's a warning from the last of the extinct species. It was the development of an ultimate weapon that was their downfall, some quirk in the psychology of the species evidently rendered deference through mutually assured destruction impossible. Or deterrence, sorry. Survivors, before dying of unknown causes, hid this weapon deep underground as destroying them was difficult, and left the message dissuading us from going looking for them. Let's find the weapon. So we've got a warning monolith. It is a xenogeology thing, which will give us consumer goods. We don't really care that much about consumer goods compared with the other things that we have. Alloys, credits. Yeah, much prefer the alloys and credits, so we'll sell this. And let's have a look at the project. Needs a science ship present. There's a science ship. Go ahead and research this, and then survey the system afterwards, Boren. Your shields are coming back quite nicely, so you can definitely push through. How is that a faster journey? I mean, I trust them that it's a faster journey, but you're not far away from the wormhole. Go ahead and move yourself into position.
Construction complete.
Hey, and our defense station is looking very nice indeed. It's not really going to be necessary now that we've put the Chosen in their place, but it's still good to have it. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Maybe we'll go wipe out the raiders afterwards. That could be worthwhile. Another cloaked ship down in our area. Don't like it. And we've got another satisfying insult available. Let's do some diplomacy with the Chosen and sling it their way. Oh, that is satisfying. So we could declare status quo at the moment, but I think I would rather just finish the job if possible, or perhaps leave them with one colony somewhere. Wiping them out doesn't feel right, but giving them nowhere to grow from does.
Battling aggressor station.
Right, you two, one more system to take. Up you come. Did they just produce an army on one of the planets? Longest mile. Seeing as you are fully repaired, come here. We could send you for upgrades, actually. Yeah. We'll send you for upgrades. Where are you actually going to upgrade? At the system you're in. That's fine. Yeah. Ready shield. You can also do your upgrades. Lingering problems in the pit, Terib, and that's not bad. Polar disturbance is all right. Extreme polar disturbance is also fine because we don't care too much about infrastructure build speed. But reducing metallurgist upkeep is cool. It's a shame none of them are metallurgist worlds. That's the takeaway from that. Population's declining on Sheltered Reach because of the housing problems, devastation. It's not much, but it's something that we do need to address. What a cosmic storm. Still 21 years remaining on it. Haven needs some consumer goods. They only need 192, so we can definitely help out. Whether due to negligence, incompetence, or sheer misfortune, they're struggling with their consumer goods supply. We help out because that's what we do.
Building a new home.
Ready shield, fully repaired. Let's send them through to Thorn's Gate just to make sure nothing weird happens in this system. We are slightly over our starbase capacity because of the system
Battle commenced.
taken. Another cloaked ship has been detected. Don't like it. Alright. Veto power has been approved. Let's have a look and see what we could propose. We could push for things like the Galactic Threats Committee. Constitutional immunity. We can never be in breach of galactic law. That would keep our it would keep our politics and diplomacy level high. Champion of the community would work for pushing up our naval capacity. We could nominate us as the custodian. We can't really propose anything in galactic reforms for a while anyway. It's an interesting option. I think proposing constitutional immunity, it's a use for our influence. Obviously, we support it, and our minions are going to support it as well. Okay, having taken the last of their places, we want to position one fleet in Asfair. The other fleet down in Ariba. And that way we're going to have someone everywhere within the Chosen's regions while we get our invasion fleets ready. And speaking of our invasion fleets, how are you guys doing? You're pretty good. 1k army strength. We could move you through and start taking some of the smaller ones. Not Yonkrod. We could take Giant Sanctuary. Oh my god, these are huge. They have a lot of health. Yeah. Let's take Giant Sanctuary and then we'll take some of the other planets. I'm pretty certain our 1k army strength will be able to handle this. We could put a leader in to help out. But I don't think we have capacity right now. No, we don't. That's fine. We'll figure that out. But at least we're making progress on getting them eliminated. In the meantime, we'll get the rest of these coming in. Everyone's going to be all tucked in together. How are we doing in terms of recruitment? Let's get more just to make sure. All clone army Savantians. Very nearly done. Okay, that's... Oh my god, we're actively losing energy credits. That's going to be because of our starbase capacity. We could surrender some of these systems, actually. Maybe not that one because of the arc furnace. Cannot dismantle starbase while at war. Okay, we would need to solve the war in order to do that. That's not a problem, it just means it's going to cost us a little bit for a while. The salacious affair. The Savantian diplomatic corps has been shaken by the news emerging from the administration of Hantanga. Our ambassador, who's been stationed there, has gotten herself in a serious mess with Hantangan law enforcement. She's currently in connection with a salacious affair involving an astonishing range of serious crimes that culminated in a brutal double murder. As matters stand, and with rumours running wild among the Tigers, there seems to be no doubt as to their guilt. The authorities have requested that her diplomatic immunity be lifted so she can face justice. Yeah. I think that needs to happen. Let's check the external recruitable leaders. I don't see her in there. Oh, she's an envoy. Okay. Lift the immunity. Oh, cool. We've gained control of Ortagia, formerly a holding of the Keep and Holy Union, because we control the starbase in the Noverch system. Let's have a look at this place. If this is now ours... Let's do something worthwhile with it. It's a relatively young world. This is good. We can get our normal stuff going on it. Pop assembly. Let's get some clone vats. Yeah, we have significantly expanded with all that stuff that was going on. Taking out the Saran freebooters probably makes a lot of sense next, but we might go and deal with the Dreadnought. After all the upgrades and everything has gone on.
Special project complete.
Okay, the search for the ultimate weapon proved fruitless. Whatever the mystical weapons were, they are now gone. That is unfortunate indeed. Planetary invasion is going to be kicking off in just a moment. Ooh. More problems on Sheltered Reach. The Advanced Storm Repulsion Center can't come quickly enough.
Spaceport under attack.
The Chosen have built a transport fleet? Oh, guys.
Battle commenced.
Please just put them out of their misery. Rak Sivid is going to die. A gravitational anomaly has knocked our observation post over Stadwan out of orbit, causing it to briefly drop into the planet's lower atmosphere. While our crew are unharmed and our original trajectory has been restored, there are concerns the station could have been detected from the service by the Pygmalions. That's fine. And in fact, let's go back to Stadwan because we've got influence to spend. Plant advanced knowledge. Go ahead and launch that. I mean, they do know of us, so increasing their awareness isn't really an issue. Right, the longest mile has been all upgraded. Let's bring them across next to the Dreadnought. Oh wait, we've got to go... That seems like a very, very foolish route to take. Go here, then there, then there. Here goes the invasion.
Planetary invasion begun.
And it's going to be a pretty big one. Combat width 7. We have a lot of reserves. Ooh. So all the cloaked fleets we've been detecting have been the Valkylians. I don't like that they've been moving through our area like that. Let's merge these together. And get the fresh ones moving down. Right, back to that planetary
Anomaly
invasion. Diplomatic insult from the Chosen. Boran has found a winking thing on the planet. Inconsistent sensor readings. Alright, go ahead and investigate that. And negotiations for a new chairman. Within our own government at the moment, it's Telegurio. I'm kind of happy keeping Telegurio there. It would cost us a little bit of unity, but we have a lot of unity. Let's go ahead and do that. And actually, speaking of all that unity, let's do some Ascension. So on Sheltered Reach, Ascension tier 3, we can push this up to 4. Can't afford the next one. The more we do, the more they cost. But the best benefit is reducing the impact on our Empire sprawl, and capital makes a lot of sense for that.
Salvage preserved.
Hey, we got a little bit of research stuff from that debris, which means the Narpla is now kind of at a loose end. We could maybe find somewhere for you to explore if you cloak up. Go and try and survey that system. Might be a bit dangerous, but, you know, give it a go. How are the transport fleets getting along? We could jump you guys up. Actually, if we try and bring you all the way over here, is that too far? Yes, it is out of range. Interesting that we could quantum jump to the middle of the galaxy. Yeah, do it there. That seems like the best target. Why were you unable to build a starbase here? There's someone... Oh, someone else has taken it, that's why. Alright. Well, that's just rude. And it looks like the nation of Teles is building another one there. Go ahead and build one here instead.
Battle commenced.
Ooh. The Anvil and Hammer is going up against a colony ship. Okay. Bit more stuff is happening. We've got 2 colonies that have been successfully established. First up, the Cortrex has found an anomaly, inconsistent readings. Go ahead and investigate that. And we'll ignore that. We'll ignore this fleet combat for now. Then we have the two Genesis projects, Minor Prime and Selawine Prime. These are right next to each other. Both of them are giving us some colony stuff that we can deal with. So on the surface, no, it can't be. Have we ended up with a Genesis? Yes, we have ended up with a Genesis Preserve. So even though we saved the place, cool. But the Xenophile one, is this also one that we just made? It could be. Yeah, it's got Favorians on it. Unexpected. We're ending up with free luxury residences. And free commercial zones. No, it must be because of maybe it was already on the planet. Either way, Autochthon Monument, Clone Rats, Autochthon Monument, Clone Rats, and we have places that we can do some uplifting for. So down in our species, we'll do these one at a time, starting with the Melku.
Situation log updated.
Go ahead and uplift them.
Aggressor colony emancipated.
We have taken the giant sanctuary generator station from the Chosen. This is really good. Let's bring our fleets together. Bring this transport fleet through. How far did it land? How far away did it land? It landed in Bender. That's not too bad. And once we've got more of them together, we'll be able to potentially move on to taking the next place. In fact, we can already kind of queue that up because there is one in Erebos that's just waiting to be taken. River of Silence. Land armies on it because there are no armies here. And then we can just focus on the remaining places. But that's all we're going to have time for today. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy this. As always, if you are, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Stellaris. See you soon.